The fall of Vukovar, November the 18th, 1991. Just one of many reasons why Operation Lionheart was conceived.
The houses are burned. The hospital we didn't have for 3 months. No food, no water, no medical things. They have killed all our friends, and we're not guilty. We didn't want the war. We only love people. We don't kill them, and we still don't hate.
The Lionheart Shoebox Appeal was launched in September 1995.
Up to 75,000 shoeboxes are piling up across the region. Each of them holds a gift for people in Croatia and Bosnia.
1,000 staff at Norwich Union have taken shoeboxes to fill them with small personal items, difficult to obtain in war-torn former Yugoslavia.
There's so many things here that they need, from toothpaste, toothbrushes, sanitary towels, babies' bottles, dummies, things that we take for granted in this country.
The Lions are organising the appeal. They hope to collect 75,000 boxes by March. But as well as gifts, people are also being asked to send a letter or note. Collection points for the boxes have been arranged right across the region.
1,000 boxes of rations for Croatia were loaded up in Lowestoft today. The boxes, which were collected by the Lions charity, contain badly needed items such as razor blades and soap. They're destined for the 3 refugee camps, and they'll be leaving Lowestoft in a
to 31st, and with temperatures well below zero, the 40 crazy Englishmen with the big hearts were on their way. En route, the German and Austrian Lion clubs were hosts for the 2.5-day journey. District Governor Phil were formally welcomed by government officials. Later we were shown paintings created by the young refugees after becalming counselling. Zagreb. Over 700 refugees are housed here. Sanitation is appalling and the stench indescribable. Here the government of Japan, together with the United Nations Commission for Refugees, are building a friendship village for over 1,000 displaced persons.
Dankeschön, recite. Znate njemački kad ste bili u Njemačkoj? Kako se kaže hvala? Pazite drvcem. Hvala, si rekla?
The children gather around the lions, and the expressions on their little faces showed their appreciation. Many tears were shed when it was time for the lions to take their leave. All that remains of the church at Petrina, the bells and the simple cross. Over 400 women and children were inside when the church was destroyed. The large camp at Blaka, Rokovici. Several thousand boxes were unloaded here, and we were helped in the chain by young and old alike. Many friendships were made here, and we know now that many letters were received by families living in the East Anglian region. In the camp entrance was a picture of a bus. Some of the children had scratched the words "Lions" on the side of the bus. We spent over 4 hours at this site, and it was difficult to say our goodbyes when the time came to leave. The children had nothing, but gave us everything. The railway sidings at Ivankovo. Over 100 people live here. They were told they would be housed in about 4 months. 4.5 years later, they're still here. Several children have been born in these makeshift homes. Only one child has a father alive. This railway camp will have a very special place in our memories. The chaotic conditions at Vukovar Hospital, filmed at the height of the conflict. It was in the basement that a baby named Hannah was born. She was 3 months premature and is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the youngest living fetus to survive. The nuns and nurses gave their own blood to help the young mite to live. Just before the hospital was totally destroyed, Hannah was smuggled out under the habit of a nun, and it was over 2 years before she was reunited with her parents. Hannah is now a lively 5-year-old living in a small village near Vinkovsky. She, above all else, epitomizes the hopes and aspirations of the children and peoples of Croatia, and we were proud to present to Hannah our Lions mascot, which was aptly named Leo the Lionheart.